good friend of ours has been asking a lot in this poll that we did for a Kennedy trip. Well, Courtney, this is your Kennedy trip.
Before there was even anything called NASA. Okay guys, what'd you think about the tour? That's it. That's before there was a NASA. That's what I was talking about. We began testing rockets back late 40s, early 50s, out west at a place called White Sands, New Mexico. Has anybody ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Okay, if you've never heard of White Sands, New Mexico, I'm not really sure how you got to that point in your life. But White Sands is an important place. And those were mostly captured German V-2 rockets. Everybody know what I'm talking about there?
Yeah.
They went into, they didn't go into orbit. They went up in space and came back down. The problem at White Sands was every now and then, one of those rockets would come down into Mexico. And if that happened, it doesn't look like they're getting ready to move it right this second, Henry. But, well, maybe. Anyway, they're taking it, and we're going to go out, and we're going to hope to not get behind. There's 7 floors after one of the planets in our solar system. Is that clever?
It is.
Well, there are 8 planets. So, guess where they put Earth? The break room. No, this is Florida. We don't do basements here. Okay. The break room. That makes sense to me. This is the Neil Armstrong Operation and Checkout building. In that building, they get spacecraft ready to take to the VAB, put on rockets, fly in space. All the way back to Apollo. The command modules, the lunar modules that landed on the moon, final prep in there.
That building right there, you can see the doors.
Crew quarters, where they isolate the astronauts before lunch. In that building, there are actually 4 astronauts right now getting ready to fly in the crew quarters. This building used to be the hub of everything that flew into the International Space Station. The Intercoastal Waterway. Left side of the bus, that part of the Banana River is highly restricted. Only NASA and Fish and Wildlife folks can be on that part of the Banana River. On the right side, if you have a badge that comes through security, you can bring a boat out here, but it can't be motorized because we have manatees and slow movers. Look way over on the right. Now, that's our Kennedy Space Center. Just to the left, you may see some lightning towers all by themselves over the island. That's 39B. Both of those launch pads we can get you nearer to. This is the closest we can get you to the military base. Make sense?
Yep.
Right.
All right. Now, a couple of facts we need to hear while we're here. Kennedy Space Center was built, literally was built for Apollo, because that 17,000 acre military base is not big enough for Apollo.
Nope.
It's big, but it's not big enough. Do you all remember the type of rocket that we used to send men to the moon? Saturn V moon rocket. Does everybody know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
How many of you have never seen a Saturn V moon rocket? Let me see your hands. Okay, those of you that just raised your hand, that ends today. You'll see a Saturn V at the end of our tour.
That's right. Look at that.
Have you noticed the cars and the pickup trucks have gotten very small?
No, they're still the same size.
Well,
It's just everything around it.
pictures are fine now, guys. All right, passing the office building, passing a tree, find the low bay, and I'll tell you why.
Hey, there's a low bay.
All right, everybody see it?
Yep.
Look at the roof of the low bay, follow the roof to where it runs into the big part of the building. Can you see a tiny little door up there? Everybody see that little door?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
That's an 8-foot door. That door is taller than the doors in your house.
Yep.
That didn't help. Let me try something different. Look beneath the Artemis sign. You guys see the black opening down there on the ground? Can y'all see that?
Yep.
Okay, Henry could drive the bus into that black opening.
Yep.
That is the door that they bring in semi-trucks to unload them. That didn't help either. You guys are a hard crowd, I'm just
These
saying.
people are stupid.
All right, well let me help you out. It's a big building.
Yes, I am.
Now we're gonna get off the bus. We have clear weather so far. Hopefully it will stay that way. Looks like it's raining over in the distance. We're gonna ignore that. We're pulling into the press area. This is where the TV, the radio, the newspaper folks come to cover launches. Now we're gonna Okay. From now on, you're on your own. That's a big building, you guys. This is the crawler way. This road is where the crawler travels.
Okay.
It's big. It uses the entire thing. It straddles that grass as it moves. Now, those rocks you're looking at are called Alabama River rock. The reason they use that type of gravel is because it has no iron content. That means when the crawler is moving, crushing rocks, it makes no sparks.
Yep.
That sort of makes sense, don't you think?
Yes.
Now when it's moved, it's fully loaded, and we're talking about a 20 million pound load on the gravel. It's moving at a breakneck 1/2 to 1 mile per hour. Feet per gallon. Hey, still not too bad. Here's a little perspective. On board the crawler, there are two 2,500 gallon diesel fuel tanks. Now, this building we're passing right now is an observation gantry for launches on the Cape, too close to A and B. They've been refurbishing this for about a year, and soon it will be open to you all. Can you tell we're getting closer? I called Elon this morning. I said, hey man, can you please put that pickup truck at the top of the ramp? I don't know if he got my message or not, but if there was a truck up there, it would give you some serious perspective on the size of all that. Pickup truck's finally going to the top of the ramp, I guess, maybe. Elon, come on. This is not the first group I've ever gotten this close to a rocket. White tip at the top is the crew capsule.
Wires going up back to emergency egress point so that they can actually haul ass down that arm.
Oh, there goes a pickup truck at the top of the ramp. Can you guys get an idea now that that's pretty big stuff up there?
Yeah.
And this is the Starship launch tower coming up. There, now you can see the rocket. Everybody okay with that? What's that?
And the whole reason they have the fences like this is because guess what? Gators can climb fences.
Who would like to fly on one of those? That's a lot of hands. So would I, you guys. Okay.